Good evening. Today, I want to speak directly to the British public about a festive tradition that frankly no longer aligns with the values of a modern, forward-thinking nation.
For fuck's sake, can we not just have one thing?
Well, I've been robbed. I've been robbed and I can't believe it.
Whoever's reported me to DWP, thanks a fucking lot. They've stopped all my fucking benefits before Christmas. I've got 7 kids to feed. How could you be so fucking cruel? The hell is wrong with you all? Now I'm under investigation for fucking benefit fraud. Well done.
So I see the Christmas markets are in full swing. I know people want to feel Christmassy and all that with the pressure of life and the way it is in the country, and it's all fucked up, so people want to be cheery and have a bit of Christmas atmosphere. So they go to the Christmas markets for a bit of fun.
Right, this is serious. Shops are absolutely ripping the piss now, and people just keep on giving them their money and they keep on putting the prices up. Carrier bags are 40 pence now, right? I was in TK Maxx. This is the bags that they give you for 40 pence. It's a good size. It's like a kinda, I don't know if it's like a recyclable fabric or whatever. And I was carrying a lot in this, right? And it says it's made to reuse. I don't know if this is a bag for life. I don't know if you can take this back if it breaks or something, and then they swap it for another one. I was carrying heavy stuff about in this all day. Right, now that was pretty sturdy. I pulled that quite hard. But, make of that what you will. I then went to Marks and Spencer's.
Welcome to Blighty Blighted, your daily reminder that Britain used to be better, especially at Christmas time. You know, I look at Christmas now. All the scams, the cons, the fake deals, the dodgy online shops. And I can't help but think, Christmas used to be better. Proper better. Especially in the 1970s. Back then, you didn't have to survive a digital minefield just to buy a present. No scam techs pretending to be parcel companies. No fake websites selling air dressed up as electronics. No influencers shilling tat that falls apart before Boxing Day. If someone tried to con you in the 70s, you knew. A dodgy bloke in a trench coat whispering, "Wanna buy a watch?" That was your scam. At least the man had the decency to scam you in person. Today, Brits get conned before they've even finished their morning tea. Click a link, hacked. Order a toy, fake. Buy a Christmas ham. Turns up looking like it's done 3 rounds with a lawnmower. In the 70s, Christmas felt real. Smaller, simpler, but solid. You'd have your tree. Probably slightly uneven, but it was yours.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Do you want to see another great example of Ripoff Britain? Aldi Supermarket. I know they're not British, but they're in the British economy. Here we go. Aldi bacon. Before and after it's cooked. What a rip-off. Merry Christmas, everybody. Welcome to Ripoff Britain.
Wrong, right? Christmas, right, was absolutely amazing in the 70s, and I loved everything about it. But there were certain things, right, and I don't know if you parents still do it now, that just made no fucking sense whatsoever, right? And one of the main things was everything that was in my cupboard, right, and in the fridge, right, all food that's been there ages, mate, suddenly becomes only for Christmas. You know, I'm going that, you can't have that. Why? It's for Christmas. It's a fucking pot noodle, mum. It's a Christmas pot noodle. And you're not having it until then. There's food, right? You could go to a nuclear fucking raid shelter and have enough fucking supplies for 2 years. We're stockpiling for 1 fucking day, right? 1 day. And I can't eat up until then. I was malnutritioned as a kid because this 1 fucking day where I'm going to get everything, right, that's in that cupboard and fucking fridge on 1 day. And then there was new foods introduced that we never saw throughout the year. Brussels fucking sprouts, mate. Little tiny parcels of devil's balls. Little leaves folded together in fucking nastiness, mate. Horrible things. She knows I don't like them. She don't like them. We were a single parent family. But she bought them anyway. Because fucking Christmas said so. Santa Claus went, you better have them, mate, or you're on naughty list. Turkey. Turkey's essentially a substitute for fucking leather, mate, right? It's like trying to eat P200 fucking wet and dry sandpaper. It's horrible stuff. What's up with chicken? Chicken's absolutely fucking fine, mate. Trying to swallow fucking turkey's like trying to fucking deep throat Gandalf's flip-flop, mate. Right? I just don't get it. There's chocolates and everything and I can't have anything. That was what was going on in the 70s, mate. I don't know if you still do that weird fucking ritual now, where you just buy food, not actually hand it out to anyone.
After consultation with experts, civil servants, and several people wearing lanyards in cafes, I have made the bold decision to cancel Christmas. This year, there will be no presents. Instead, every household will receive a complimentary prayer mat, a copy of the Quran, and a pair of government-issued flip-flops, available in beige or slightly darker beige. Carols will be replaced by a regulated call to prayer, played at reasonable volume via your smart speaker. All shopping centres must now provide a designated Allah Akbar photo zone, where children under 9 may sit cross-legged and reflect quietly. Turkey dinners will be substituted with a nutritionally diverse chickpea-based alternative available in the reduced aisle at Co-op. Mince pies are being rebranded as non-denominational winter parcels to avoid offending literally anyone. This is about erasing tradition. It's about creating a Britain where no one feels left out, especially those who have never once expressed any offence but might one day hypothetically do so. Together, we can build a fairer, flatter, flavourless Britain. Merry nothing.
Sheffield Council is the first that I'm aware of in the UK to cancel its Christmas lights switch on, and they've stated that the event will never return. The person that's confirmed this on behalf of the council is Councillor Ibi Ullah. He's the Deputy Chair of the Economic Development, Skills and Culture Committee. Culture. Quoting, by the way, the safety of residents and visitors will always be our priority. Well, here's Ibi at a recent event. Just pop that in there for you to see what Ibi gets up to at the weekends, you know, what his hobby is. Now, the city will instead host this is their quote, by the way, a full weekend of Christmas activities and performances. The problem is, it's in November. So basically, what they've decided to do is put on a winter market. This is the influence of people that follow other faiths and religions wanting to cancel Christmas. So beware, be aware. Cancelling Christmas is coming to a town or city near you, depending on who the majority of people have voted for in local council elections. Basically, cancelling British tradition and culture.
The Edinburgh Christmas markets are a scam. That's what many locals said, so today I'm comparing the food from here with local spots. First, we are comparing basement gelato with the stall. I want to be a hater because it's £9.50, but you know what, it actually tastes good, so. The ice cream's melted. Trust it looked better. Bigger portion size than the Edinburgh market one, no surprise there. How does it taste? My goodness, that is so good, guys. That is insane for £6.50. The ice cream with the sprinkles, with the custard. Unreal, guys, definitely go check it out. Now it's time for the £13.50 Dubai chocolate versus the £5.80 local chocolate. Before we get to the final comparison, I need to try these salt and chilli chips. In very good portion size, I think it's 14 quid in total. Yeah, very good. Kind of tastes like a spice bag. Irish spice bag. Dino, all of it is on point. As per this commenter's suggestion, we are going to Dolce in St James Centre. Now, walking up here, it looked like I was going to get ripped off, but it was £5.80. The chocolate was incredible. I really suggest everyone go try it. Here we go, this is why I had to wait till today, the strawberries and cream. Let's see how it compares. This is it, the final meal. It looks incredible, but the woman in the comments was angry. £13.50, the grand finale. £13.50 for this, guys. Oh, I bet that's making some people really angry that they're charging that price. Alright, let's try it. Right, let's go for the second bite. I'll tell you what, guys, it's pretty good. Like the chocolate, the strawberry, the Dubai, it's all at a pretty high level. In conclusion, the comparison shops I went to, you do get better portions, it is cheaper, but overall the food's at a high standard at all these places. And you know, enough about the council, enough about the food stalls. Who I want to hear less of this Christmas are all the Scrooge McDucks that are moaning about this stuff and putting people off of experiencing Edinburgh at a beautiful time of year.
Guys, if you've seen these drawstring Christmas wrapping bags going viral, you need to watch out for this, because some of them don't have the drawstring actually built in like these ones do. Some of them, they don't have it, it's just separate and you've got to manually wrap it around here. If you want to make sure you get the good ones with the built-in drawstrings, then this is the ones you want. The link for them is here. Don't get scammed thinking you're getting some other really cheap ones, because they're not the proper ones. With these, you're getting all the different sizes and designs. So easy to wrap awkwardly shaped presents as well. You haven't got to mess around cutting paper and all that stuff. Anyway, like I said, link for these proper ones is just here, so make sure you don't get scammed and use this link here. They're so easy to use, wrapping awkwardly shaped presents like this. They're just a godsend, I can't tell you. Anyway, link for these proper ones is down here, guys.
Are some councils and local authorities scaling back or cancelling Christmas events this year? It's a question I've been asked a lot recently, so I thought I'd have a little look into it. Now, I've found evidence of quite a few alterations, changes, across multiple different councils and local authorities up and down the country. I can't list every single one of them here. What I can do is I can give you some examples of the reasons that they're giving for cancelling or changing things. For example, a council in Kent have cited flags being on lampposts as a problem because they can't afford to remove the flags and put the Christmas lights up. And apparently there's also going to be an issue around health and safety because they're not sure that the flags could have affected the lampposts. I'm actually not joking, that's serious. A lot of councils are also citing funding issues. They're saying that they can't afford to put the money into the Christmas celebrations this year that they could last year. I'm not entirely sure why the funding there isn't really a reason given. It's just, we can't afford it. I've also seen things like organisations that used to take care of it. Maybe people have stepped down and no one stepped up to replace them, so that organisation can't do it, so it's not being done. Like I say, it's a very initial investigation, and I found about between 20 and 30. If I delve deeper, I'm sure I could find more. The other thing I've noticed also is that a lot of things are being renamed at the moment. So where it would have been a Christmas market, it's now a festive market. Where it would have been a Christmas wonderland, it's a winter wonderland. Where it would have been a Christmas light switch on, it's a festive celebration light switch on. There's a lot of that going on. You can draw your own conclusions as to why that is. So in the comments, let me know, do you think that this is acceptable? Do you think it's, for example, if it's a funding issue, should the council just be finding the money because Christmas is important in this country? The flags, I'm sure I know where you're going to land on that. So yeah, let me know what you think. Is it really the local authority and the council's position that they should take, that they should find the money for this thing? Because at the end of the day, Christmas is a very, very big part of Britain.
And a bit of a shop round and have some food and drink. And they buy something and they can see the price clearly. A little hot chocolate like that, £8, and it's lukewarm, tastes like shit, and they get some cheesy chips for about £17. Then they go on TikTok to moan about the price and feel ripped off. Now here's the thing, you could see the price before you bought them items. So why did you hand over your money to them moan on TikTok and make a video about it? And these people will do it year after year. Now the stalls have to charge an extortionate amount because the council's bending them over in rents. okay? Some of them stalls over the Christmas period will pay up to £30,000. So then they're passing the price on to the general public that are really feeling the pinch at the minute with the, you know, all the bills and everything going up with what Labour's doing, the politicians screwing us over. But people want to feel Christmassy, so it's like they're just buying it anyway, and I just don't get it. I just go there for a bit of a Christmassy time or whatever, then go to the local pub, have a pub lunch and a couple of pints, and then just walk around the stalls and whatever. I don't know. I just don't get these people that'll buy something that's a total rip-off, then moan about it after. It makes no sense to me. What do you think?
I swear to God, this time next year, we're not even going to be fucking celebrating Christmas at this rate. Check it out. Just listen.
So we've just come down to what is described as London's biggest Christmas market. The only problem is, they've called it, if you follow me, they've called it a winter come together.
Fuck's sake.
So my challenge now is to find anywhere in this market that says the word Christmas, maybe the word Jesus, any indication that this is indeed a religious holiday in the UK. We've got winter warmers at the winter market. Is this a Christmas market?
It's a
winter market.
A winter market? What's the difference?
Something to do with religion. They can't say Christmas, but
so apparently the stall traders here have been told they can't say the word Christmas.
Now you all clearly heard that. The market traders have been told they're not allowed to use the word Christmas. And he even said it's because of religion. What the actual fuck? So you're telling me, with all the different cultures we have in this country that are allowed to come over, practice their beliefs and their religions, and freely allowed to do so, but yet everything for the British person is constantly being fucking taken away? Someone make that make fucking sense. Why are we allowing our identities to be completely fucking taken away? Calling these markets winter markets now does not fucking make sense, because they're not there throughout the whole of winter, are they? You know, they're surrounded by Christmas trees, Christmas decorations, Christmas lights, the smell of Christmas. And yet they're not even allowed to call it a Christmas fucking market anymore. I totally get why I constantly keep seeing one comment saying, please stop the world, I want to get off. We was once known as Great Britain, but as far as I'm concerned, it's called fucking shit Britain now.
It would seem Tesco's aren't the only ones that have took Christmas off the boxes of trees.
Now, I would love my life to be this simple, whereby the biggest concern or the biggest disgust I have in my life is that someone hasn't put the word Christmas on what is quite obviously a Christmas tree box. Now, let's have a look to see how many times the word Christmas appears in the surroundings of where these Christmas tree boxes are. Right, let's have a look.
Tesco's aren't the only ones that have took.
Right, Merry Christmas, 1. I can't see it fully, but she can. 2, Merry Christmas. 3, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas in the background as well. 4.
I absolutely think it's disgusting. So Tesco's.
5, 6. 6 times the word Merry Christmas has appeared on this video in front of her. I just think it'd be really good for your soul if you stopped getting angry over things that weren't worthy of you getting angry over. Just go and get a hobby, go and read a book. I promise you, you'll feel much better for it.
If the word Christmas offends any of my followers, please delete me, block me, because I am sick of fucking seeing all this shit on TikTok where Tesco and all these big companies are taking the word Christmas off of a Christmas tree. It gets me so fucking angry. We live on Christian land. This is Christian land, so any other beliefs what come and live on Christian land should fucking follow in our footsteps. If you don't want to live in a Christian land, fuck off back to your own country. Don't try and change the country that you fucking moved to into the country that you fucking fled from, because that's what you're trying to do. And I and everybody else on this fucking platform are pig fucking sick of it. It's never going to happen. You're never going to change our country. You can try as much as you fucking like, but it will never happen.
Hey, yeah, do you accept the Klarna plan? Do you take it? Because I want to pay for your mac and cheese in 4 instalments.
£14.70 for a sausage. You can have mine for free. Come on, keep walking.
Look at them over there, queuing for cheese. They're queuing for cheese. Seeing the prices of these.
You can think again if we're going on that.
We're not going on it. You don't get nice views at all. You can see the prison, Tesco, and a load of smackheads. Guten Morgen. Just testing him. He's not German, him. He's from Stoke.
Don't know why people just don't bring their own hot chocolate.
Alright, Paul. How much? £6.50. £3.50 for a deposit. What are we doing buying the stall? That's for one drink. No, we're not having that. There you go. There's your sausage. You said you wanted one, didn't you? So, plenty more where that came from.
Right, guys, everyone's going mad about this Nebula Christmas chocolate treat box. Okay, I think it was like 15 quid. Now, £15 is a lot of money for Christmas. You know, some people only get spent £30 on them. That's them Nebula treats. Right, let's check them out. Let's see if it's actually worth 15 quid. Let me know in the comments if you think it's worth 15 quid. 15 quid for this. Right, marshmallows. Marshmallows? Right, there's not even a handful there. That's worth about, I don't know, about 25 pence worth. Those Galaxy things, they come in multi-packs. They're worth about 25 pence from B&M's. Same as them, about 25 pence. Same as them and same as them, about 50 pence each, them ones. Then we got a giant cookie. What's that, about a quid? And then we've got a flake, what are they, about 39p from B&M's. Maltesers, about 25p from B&M's. And then, bloody hell, you get them free. You get them free from, like, I don't know, somewhere. Well, was it 25? What? 15 quid for that. Guys, do you reckon that's worth 15 quid? Let me know in the comments. People are actually trying to sell that. My wife was trying to sell that. That is disgraceful. 15 quid for that. No, hang on a minute. One more thing missing. Right, some of this here. Morning. Caramel coffee cream liqueur. Let me know if that's worth £16.16. I'll give it about 8 quid.
So I'm on the hunt for these novelty mugs I've been told that are in Tesco. They've got actual snow in the mugs. I need to find them. Hang on a minute, I think I found them. These must be the ones right here. Look at these snowy little tea mugs. They are great. I love it. Look at the snow sprinkling down. They'd be great for any tea drinker out there. They've got lovely little trees on them as well. They look proper Christmassy. Again, this would be a great gift. They're marked up at £3.35 on the Tesco's Club card, down from £4.50. I'd urge anyone to get a mug. I'm telling you right now, these would be a great Christmas gift for any tea drinker or coffee drinker out there. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy a couple right now. I'm going to take them home. I'm going to try them out, and I'm going to show you the results and see what they look like with tea or coffee inside. But these would be great for any tea drinker. £4.50 gone down for £3.35. So we're at home now. The coffee's already inside the mug. Let's put the hot water in. I've got to be very careful here. But look at that. Would you look at that snow? Honestly, how good are these Christmas mugs? Again, this be a great stocking filler. I love them.
Hi guys, I don't normally do this stuff, but I bought this game off of TikTok that I've seen loads of influencers do. So I bought it as a present for my son, and I thought, do you know what? I'm bored. It's Saturday night. I'm going to have fun with me and my sister. Game has come out. Missing 5 letters. I'm going to start it now. The letters don't even stay down. No. Pressing it. Press it, doesn't stay down. Not giving you a very good view here, am I? Pressing it, doesn't stay down. But on TikTok, it says, and it shows other people doing it, and they all stay down. This does not do that. Please save your money and don't buy it, because it doesn't work. It really doesn't. If you want to buy a game like this, get it from Amazon or anywhere else. But please, please, please do not buy this game from the TikTok shop. It really does not work. And that was a waste of £8. £8 that cost me. And it's shocking. Sorry, I dropped my phone then. It's shocking. Makes all the right noises. Does all the right things, but the numbers, the letters do not stay down. So we're having to write them down. What's the point in that?
Right guys, let's get to it. Now, yesterday I shared something on here and my other social media platform. Something that I came across that a company is advertising, and it's not just the one company. Apparently it's in a few other stores, other places as well. Places where children are going to see and children are going to want, because that's what happens, isn't it? So what I'm talking about is the £10 advent calendar, which is packed of 24 crisps. The flavours are salt and vinegar, ready salted, cheese and onion, and prawn cocktail. And knowing that you're going to have crisps that are going to be behind the door, that your children ain't going to eat because they're the last crisps that are ate in the house, and usually the ones that are chucked in the bin because they've gone off or the date have gone, like, they've gone damp. Why would you spend £10 on something like that? Now, I would much prefer, I got 3 children, the one is an adult, but I would much prefer to go out, buy multi-packs of treats and do like a little hamper, things that I know that they like, and just do something like that, rather than spending £10, so it'd be £30 for me, on things that I know is just a complete and utter rip-off. And this is what we are facing. So we've gone from having the traditional Christmas Eve build-up to having Christmas Eve boxes, to having family pyjamas, to having luxury advent calendars. I mean, there are companies out there that do the makeup and they do the skincare and they do alcohol ones, and yeah. But 24 crisps for £10 in a box, knowing at least 4 to 6 of those crisps are going to be chucked out or not ate, is to me just a complete and utter waste of money. If you were struggling to come up with ideas for your children, there are other alternatives out there. They are just your plain chocolate calendar, and if your child can't eat chocolate, then you can go to a different avenue. If they like sweets over chocolate, you can get the sweet ones. You can do them yourself. You can literally just, it's just crazy.
I ordered a shop yesterday with Asda, but I used the express delivery option, which I've never done before. And this video is to warn people not to use express delivery, because Asda don't deliver it, Uber do. So I got a text yesterday off Uber saying that the delivery had been cancelled. But when you go to Asda, to the website, it tells you, 1 second, it's just absolutely disgusting. Look, if you see there, it tells you that the order has been delivered, £300 shop. I spent all afternoon yesterday crying, absolutely gutted. I did record all of the phone calls yesterday, but the police told me that I can't be putting the phone calls up online, heavily advised me not to. And one of the staff at Asda said that they were aware of this and the Uber are taking people's shopping, it's known. So why are Asda still working with the company when they're taking people's food? It's a couple of weeks before Christmas. That was a £300 shop. That would have lasted us a good few weeks. And now we've got nothing. So the next stop is with the fraud department tomorrow at the bank, because I'm not letting this lie. It's £300. It's absolutely disgusting. And I just hope that this video stops someone else from being robbed. And I will never use the express slot again. First time I've used it. And I didn't realise that I was going to get everything stole. To say that it's been delivered when it hasn't is disgusting. I just don't know what to think today. I don't know how somebody can steal someone's food. You know, I've got kids here at home. That was our shopping for December, and now we've got nothing. Anyway, if the video stops someone else from being robbed, then it's done its job, hasn't it? So I'll give you an update if I do manage to, by a miracle, get this sorted.
I think I've been conned with some of my Christmas presents I've bought off a website. I'm so gutted. £113 these presents cost me. My daughter loves watching Roxy and Ohms on YouTube, and she asked for the plushies that they advertise on there through ohmscrew.com. And that they say it on their video. Visit ohmscrew.com for all the merchandise. So I'm like, well, it's got to be legit, surely. I ordered them like 5-6 days ago. I've not had anything other than the order, like no shipment details, nothing, and the contact details at gmail.com. And I've searched on Google and on Reddit, it sort of says that other people have had the same thing, and it looks like it's very high up on suspected websites of not being true. And I'm like, I don't get it, because Roxy and Ohms is such a big thing. So many children watch it, and they advertise it at the end. But £113 I've spent for 2 plushies and a t-shirt, which I was going to keep some back for her birthday. But she now, as she's seen them on the website, she really, really wants the plushies for Christmas. So now I'm like, I don't even know if they exist. Absolutely gutted. I'm going to have to report it to my credit card company tomorrow and hope that I can get my money back.
Hi, it's Mike from 60 Rocks. Just a quick warning today. Gift card scams are really taking off, especially for people of our age. Here's what you need to know.
Recently, gift card scams are exploding across the UK, and people over 60 are being targeted the most. Scammers pretend to be Amazon, the police, HMRC, even a friend or family member. They create panic. They demand urgency. And then they say the only way to fix it is to buy gift cards. Amazon, Apple, Google Play, Steam. It doesn't matter. The second you read the code out loud, your money is gone. No bank, police officer, or government department will ever ask for a gift card. Never. If someone pressures you to buy gift cards, it's a scam. Hang up. Tell a family member. Report it to Action Fraud. I've put together a simple guide with the red flags and real examples. Link in my bio. Stay safe. And please share this.
Hello, Tickety Talk. I wanted to talk to you about something sort of vaguely serious today. Don't scroll immediately. Have you ever been scammed? I was scammed the other day, and they're bloody clever. They're doing this new thing I thought I should tell you about if you ever venture onto his ting horrible X-Bird. I am a dead parrot site, which I tend not to anymore. I tend to try and stick to Blue Sky or occasionally Threads. Oh, I suppose I should show you where I am. I'm on the river in London town. Behind me we have the iconic Battersea Power Station. Anyway, this is what happened to me, and I thought I will let you know about it because Yeah, it's not very nice. So, you know, occasionally you turn to Twitter, or I do, to have a bit of a moan, a bit of a complain at companies. I've been having a bit of a moan, a bit of a complain at the shop next, who, you don't need to know the details, it's boring. Anyway, you write to them on Twitter, eventually, having tried the normal routes, to sort of name and shame, don't you, a bit? And you put a bit of detail about what you're naming and shaming them for. Unscrupulous little look at these and then create their own site to look as identical as possible to the site that you're complaining to, in this case Next. But there are others out there. They then look at what you've said and reply to you with a, as I say, with a site that looks almost identical. And they'll say something like, hello, I'm so sorry to hear all the issues you're having with your meh. So you think, well, that must be the real deal. Oh, look, a boat. They must be the real deal. And they say, could you follow us? And even if you have direct messaged them before, you think, well, that's a bit odd, but they may say something like, they may say something along the lines of, we are the specific customer care team with regarding to blah. So you follow them, they get back to you, they use all the right jargon. You know, we're going to expedite this for you, we're terribly sorry, we do apologise, blah, blah, blah. They list as many things that they can from what you've already said. So unless you're really eagle-eyed, it's very easy to think that you're talking to the real people. This lot then asked for a phone number, rang me up, asked for a phone number. I thought, that's a phone number, I'll ring you up. They sound exactly like the people that I was speaking to who were from the original company. And they're very sorry and they're very apologetic, and they say they're going to send you a form. Could you please fill out the form? And you say, well, I don't really want to fill out a form. You've got all the advice. They send you a form. It's like it says claims and reimbursement, or refunds and reimbursement, or something like that. And on there it has various things that you fill out. If you're a fool like me, including dates of birth. And you think, why would they need a date of birth to replace a broken plate, which was my issue? And then, of course, the all-important thing, they ask for your debit card details. But because you've already given your debit card details to the shop, you kind of think that's okay too. So you give them the debit card details on this very official looking form. And that's how they get you. So I nearly got completely wiped out of many hundreds, if not thousands of pounds. Luckily, I eventually thought I smell a toady, and Barclays, God bless them, who...
You had proper tin-foil decorations that cut your fingers if you weren't careful. And the lights? If one bulb went out, the whole blasted thing stopped working. But at least it wasn't trying to steal your bank details. And the only people conning you were the kids pretending they hadn't opened their presents early. It wasn't perfect, but it was honest. People didn't fall for nonsense every 5 minutes because there wasn't nonsense every 5 minutes. Now it's all digital trickery, fake bargains, and websites that disappear quicker than your Christmas wages. Give me a 70s Christmas any day, cheap, cheerful, and without the constant fear that your gift shopping will end in identity theft. Cheerio, and I will see you all in the next video.